Okay, so it did just mute. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, good. I was thinking it was muting you. So nice to see everyone. My name is Kelly. I know that Karen, you and I have spoken virtually, and it's pretty nice to meet you. Ashley, we know each other. So ask any questions. And if you guys are catching this on a replay, then please reach out to Karen and ask any sort of questions about what we talk about, or if you want to know more about the CBD skincare or the wearable nutrition, we can certainly fill in the blanks for you. So I'm going to just kick it off with a little bit about the company that makes the CBD skincare, just so you'll sort of know what company it is. The company is called Level, Level, and we are a 7-year-old company, primarily have been in nutrition, and we are all about delivering through the skin. So we have lots of different types of patches that you're delivering through the skin. So we know a lot about skin and absorption and all those sort of things, but our company is a cloud-based company. And why that is so important is because there's no sort of fees associated. So when you start your own business, you don't pay a website fee, you don't have a training fee, there's no sort of joining fee or anything like that. It also means that our customers get to earn their products for free because we do not have a lot of overhead. And if you do, like, say, hey, I want to be a small business owner, it's really great because it's not a lot of overhead and you make great income. So you can sort of see how that turns into good stuff. The other cool thing is that we just hit a few months ago $2 billion of online orders. Now, I will tell you guys, that is a faster growth than Apple and then Nike were their first 5 to 10 years. Now, granted, we're only 7 years old, but we have already hit $2 billion of online orders. And really, that's just because the products work. That's really it. It has nothing to do with anything else. We're a 90% customer-based company, and we just launched an entirely new division, you could call it, with our Thrive CBD skincare line. It is the only CBD enzyme skincare line on the market. And right now we are selling it in United States, Canada, and Australia. We're also in parts of the UK and Mexico, and other countries coming, but that's where the CBD skincare. So it came out about, I guess we're on our 5th month. So you have to think of this company, even though, yes, we are very well established. We're a very, very well established company. We are a baby company when it comes to our skincare. So I'm just going to sort of walk through like what the skincare looks like. First off, I want you to know it is delivered in a beautiful box. I love the packaging. It's white and we have gold. This is the symbol. Yes, it's beautiful. It's an infinity symbol because we are all about looking and feeling younger here at Level. I am 80 years old. I know I don't look it, I'm just kidding. I'm only 75. But no, I'm just kidding. I am 40. But I feel like I'm 25. So, but that is it. We're trying to look and feel younger and trying to remain youthful as we age because that is definitely going to happen. So when you open up your box, you basically have the instructions of the 3 things, and this is where they go. I just took them out so I can show them to you. But this is where they're positioned. So it's beautiful packaging. All the ingredients are on the back side, and you get it. And the cool thing about this is the system is good for all skincare types. So if you have dry skin, if you have combination skin, if you have oily skin, there's no parabens, there's no sulfates, and all the ingredients are right here, and that's what I love about it. CBD is so hot right now, right? And since the Farm Bill passed in January of this year, making CBD oil legal in all 50 states, it really has become very robust industry. It's the fastest growing health and wellness side industry overall. Now, this is not, orally taken. This is all topical, all skincare. There is no THC in it, which is great for us because I was just at an event on Friday night and there was a neonatal nurse there that says, I can do no CBD products because I don't know if I'm going to get drug tested. It possibly could show up. The good thing about this is there's no chance for that because there's 0 THC, which is awesome. So I'm just going to sort of go through each of the products. So the very first product is called the Peel. And basically you use this 3 to 5 times a week. You apply a thin layer to your entire face, your neck, your décolleté. I will tell y'all I'm using it on stretch marks on my stomach. Thank you, children.
Really?
Yes. Varicose veins. One of my daughters has really severe eczema on the back of her legs when she swims especially. So 2 treatments of this clears it right up. Which in the past, you guys, so many steroids on her legs that her skin is like a different pigment because of it. So really excited about that. Also scarring. If you have any sort of scarring, it will help with that. Sunspots, also fine lines and wrinkles. Like it's really helped me in this area, and especially in this area. I used to wake up, I sleep like this. And so I would wake up and they would be really, really indented lines. It's not that I don't have them. I still have some lines, but they're not near as indented when I wake up. And then after I'm awake for a few minutes, they really are just sort of diminishing. So I've noticed that. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I'm going to try to show you, but like inside, you probably can't see it, but inside there's like a gel. All right. You just take a small amount and you actually, let's see if my camera will allow. I mean, you need a dime size amount for your entire face and neck. It is very small. The jar will last you probably, oh my gosh, maybe 8 to 12 weeks. I'm still, I'm on my second jar now, and I've been using it since, when did this come out, Ashley? April?
End of April. I'm just on my second one too.
Yeah, and I'm on, and I've been using it on my stomach, and my daughter uses it too. So you basically just rub it in. I'm just going to do it on my skin here. And what you start to see, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but do you see these little white dots? This is my dead skin, y'all. I know it's kind of gross, but your dead skin literally like comes off. So what it's doing is it's taking an entire top layer of your skin off. And the more you do it, you just sort of have to find what works for you. I actually only do it 1 to 2 times a week because I incorporate our mask in there, which I love. I have very sensitive skin. I have a severe rosacea that I know you would not be able to tell now, but for a long time I had to use 2 prescription medications just to like calm it down. And so I'm using it 1 to 2 times a week, but sometimes people use it every other day. Some people use it every day. So that's what you do. You put it all over, wipe it off when you're done. And then the very next product is can you see that? Is the Thrive Skin CBD serum. And this is like the magic juice. Okay. I'm not going to lie. This stuff is amazing. You just take literally like a very, very small amount. Like I use 2 pumps for my whole face and my neck and décolleté, and you rub it in there. It does not smell. It does have sunflower. There's the ingredient sunflower in it in the top like 6. I think it's the top 6 ingredients. Actually it's number 4. And so sometimes you have a really good nose, people can smell that, but there is no fragrance. So I'm smelling it like y'all can smell it, but you can't. But just the sheer like shine, I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but the luminosity in the skin is already so great. You do this AM and PM. And then the second one is the moisturizer elixir. So the same thing, very, very small amount. And this is our demo one. So hopefully, there we go. It's not out. So very small amount. And you rub that on. I put a little too much on, but AM and PM for it. Now it does not have SPF in it. So that would be like if you wear SPF, which a lot of people do, that would be in addition. A lot of people are funny about their SPF. A lot of people are really specific. So we chose not to include that in there. But you can just sort of see the difference. I don't know if you guys can tell it through the camera, but it feels really, really soft. And the cool thing I liked about it from my personal experience is it took about 4 or 5 times and my dead skin was gone. And I get monthly facials. I'm very good about getting monthly facials. Lately I've been getting hydrofacials. Heals, I get it's not that I've taken good care of my skin, but I still would flake, ladies, like all through here. And I only could wear bronzer. And now if I want to wear something else, I can. I usually don't, but I'm not flaking. By the end of the day, like my bronzer is not like flaking off. So what questions do you guys have about this? Do you have any questions, Jen?
So is it good for sun damaged skin as well?
Very good for sun damaged skin. There's a lot of before and afters that I could share with y'all, but probably the best before and after that I could share is a friend of mine named Nancy, and I will show you a picture. This is day 1, and this is day 126. You guys, if I did not personally know her, I would think that this is not true. But I personally know her. I was with her. Actually, you were right there. We were with her the day that the product came out. She's had skin cancer. She's had severe sun damage. She has terrible skin. And 126 days, this is what she looks like.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So, and she uses the peel. I asked her because I interviewed her a while, like when she was on day 14. She started seeing immediate results. And a lot of it is, her sun damage. A lot of it is sun spots. I definitely can tell a difference in her wrinkles here also. And let me see if I have some other really good, if you have people who are dealing with any sort of acne. I don't know, do you guys know a lot about CBD oil, or do you want me to just touch on what it does for the body as far as like inflammation and stuff goes?
You can touch on it.
Okay. So CBD oil, which is the second ingredient, aloe or water are the first ingredients in Thrive Skin. CBD oil is the second ingredient. So you guys know, you work, especially those of you who are estheticians, you know how important the lineup of the ingredients is. So CBD oil it works on the endocannabinoid system, which is basically a system that they discovered in our body in the mid-90s. And it basically is a system that's homeostasis for our body. It's sort of like the best way to describe it is if you think of like the babies that have the mobiles over their cribs, they have the mobile and they have all these like stars hanging down. The endocannabinoid system is really the base of it. And when you can really target that system, and then you can fix all the other systems, the cardiovascular, like all these other different systems. So CBD oil in general is just amazing for reducing inflammation in the body, which is why when you apply it to the skin, it really helps. It helps. We cannot make medical claims, so I cannot sit here and tell you that it made my rosacea go away, because that would be a medical claim. But I can tell you I did have rosacea, and I do. Clearly you cannot tell I have rosacea. So what other questions about the product? Any other questions? I was going to try to find y'all some before and afters. Hi to those of you who just joined us.
Hi, everybody.
So Kelly, I'll touch on too really quick. As far as my skin goes, I've always dealt with oil issues. I could wash my face in the morning, and by 11, 12 o'clock, I could wipe my fingers across my forehead and have like a ridiculous amount of oil on it. And I can actually, the very first time I used it, we were in Fort Worth.
My tripod is in the basement.
Leaving later on the afternoon to fly back home. And I didn't do anything to my face when I got home, because I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Went to sleep, woke up the next day. I still did not have any oil on my face, which for me is like huge. I've also dealt with really bad acne issues my entire life. I've been put on prescriptions, stuff like that. I've never had a clear face. My face is clear, and I can actually see it drawing stuff out of my skin and actually clearing it, which is really nice. I've also had like sunspots on the side near my brow line and stuff that are gone. So I've seen a lot of results. They're not drastic like everybody else's, but for the first time in my life, I'm actually comfortable walking out of my house without makeup, which is huge, because I used to never leave the house without anything on.
That is true. That is true. The other thing I will tell you right now is the other two products that we have. Like I said, this company is, if you're, regardless of what you're on tonight listening or listening to the replay about, whether it's to use as a consumer or whether it is to, represent the brand, this is just the beginning. The step process, the Peel, Reduce, Restore came out the end of April, and then we launched our some charcoal items, which I'll show you guys those in July, and we'll be coming out with some new things in October. I don't know what they are. They're always a surprise to us, but this is like taking a company at its infancy. Our nutrition is, I mean, we are robust there. We are the fastest growing company in North America for our nutrition. And so I can only imagine that this is going to follow the same way, especially because no one's doing CBD enzyme skincare. So this we introduced, this is a charcoal body bar. You guys, I don't know if y'all are fans of charcoal or you use charcoal personally.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing. I had got addicted to charcoal mask long time ago. I've used a lot of them. I love this one because this one actually, I have very small pores anyways, but this one actually, I've never had anything pull the impurities out of my skin like this specific one does. So I love the fact that it's activating. I'm actually using it 3 times a week. And then the body bar, I love this. You can use this on your face or on your entire body, and it comes in a pack of 4. And I'm like, this mask is $30, you guys. And for everybody new, you get $25 off. So you pay $5 for the mask. I mean, that's $30 is a great deal. But, and then the bars as well. I love them because a lot of times when you use bars, they get really sudsy on the outside, and then like half the bar, they're kind of gross. These don't. They get right back firm. And so you don't feel like you're wasting a lot of your bar. So, any other questions about that? No? Okay, cool. I'm just going to really briefly, I know that you guys are, I want to be very aware of your time. I'm just going to tell you really briefly. I'm not going to go into all the products from our nutrition line, but I will just share with you. Karen, you should be getting soon. Yes, nutrition line, because this is something that I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the Thrive Experience before. You've seen anybody wearing what a lot of you would refer to as a sticker. It's actually a dermafusion patch. But basically what the Thrive Experience is it's all natural, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO. It basically fills in your nutritional deficiencies that you need. So think about people who eat super healthy. They probably grow all their own food. They eat perfect all the time. And then you got people who eat terrible all the time. And you have, like most of us, that are somewhere in the middle, right? Some days we're good, some days we're bad. And that is really, the product is going to impact everyone on that spectrum. So what you can expect to feel is amazing energy, sustained energy all day, but especially I notice it in the afternoons and evenings where normally I'm like, I need a Starbucks or I need a Red Bull or I need a Diet Mountain Dew. That was my guilty pleasure. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. I've been on the product for 4 years now, and I have not had any of that. Now, I enjoy the flavor of coffee, so I will drink decaf sometimes, but I don't need it for the energy. The sleep, you can also expect to have incredible sleep. I was a terrible sleeper. Also, the mood support. Karen and I were laughing about this the other day because I was like, being in the public or dealing with the public, I don't know if you guys all like have sort of positions and roles that you do that, but I did. And I you have to be in a good mood even if you're not in a good mood. So I loved the fact that it really, really levels out the mood, and it sort of gives you more patience with adults and with children, which is great. And we have weight loss patches, weight management. I lost 15 pounds in my first 8 weeks. And I needed to lose that. And it's been very easy to maintain that weight without doing any sort of dieting. So how you take it, first thing in the morning, these are the men's capsules, and we have women's capsules. So you take those first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with water. Super easy. I tell people put them by your bed. 20 to 40 minutes later, you drink a Lifestyle Mix. This is chocolate. It tastes phenomenal. I drink it with water. A lot of people maybe mix it with milk or water or almond milk. And then you put on a patch. So there's 5 different kinds of patches. This is the white label. This has extra B12 in it. It works on the 5-HTP, so it's a little bit better for your mental acuity. If you're in school or you're doing testing or you really have a job where you need to focus, it's a great one. We have weight loss ones. All different sorts of things. So it's delivering vitamins and minerals through your largest organ, which is your skin. So super, super easy. Anybody have questions about that? I know I sort of went through it like a fire drill.
I know we talked about the effect with the nutrition part with the PCOS.
Yes, yes. So a lot of things, and I can't speak directly about like, will it cure PCOS because it's medical, but I will tell you, we carry a lot of inflammation in our bodies, right? It's why our digestive system doesn't always work. It's why we have a lot of diseases come from inflamed digestive systems, just inflammation all over, a lot of autoimmune things, PCOS, a lot of different things. And part of how Thrive works is reducing that inflammation in the body. It really works directly on the digestive system and getting rid of a bacteria called Candida. We have Candida in our digestive system. Everyone has it. It's caused from genetics, fried foods that we eat, sugar that we eat, medications we've been on in our life. And Thrive goes in and actually attacks that and eliminates it from your body, which literally within 7 to 14 days, you're bloating. I know I dealt with it. Ladies a lot of times deal with bloating. Guys do too sometimes, but ladies, we notice it when we're wearing our cute tight jeans. And it doesn't you have that little bit that wants to hang over sometimes, and it eliminates it. And then you've got more receptor sites in your digestive system than you do anywhere else in your body. So when you get that fixed, when you get that operating good with probiotics, prebiotics, enzymes going in, and you get it all cleaned up, it is amazing the things that happen in your body. I actually started this product because I was overcoming a brain tumor, and I was on the other side of it, and I was fine. But because of my situation, I was left in a place where I was not a healthy person. I was coming off of being really, really sick and on a lot of medications and really just sort of worn out and working 50, 60 hours a week. And I have 2 kids, and I won't ever say that if someone else had the exact same brain tumor, it would fix them like it fixed me, but it gave me back. It gave me the person I was in my early 20s, which I'm probably in better health now at 40 than I was when I was 22 years old, which is cool. I'm aging backwards.
Oh,
Yeah. So what other questions do you guys? Any other questions?
so I think I wrote some things down.
Well, I definitely want to tell you guys about, from the consumer side, the customer side, I refer to program. So it's sort of like if you go really to any, if it's a hairstylist, if it's, an esthetician, if it's, anywhere that provides any sort of referrals, that is part of how our company works. So as a customer or a free brand promoter, you get the same benefit. Let's say that you love it. You're like, I love the skincare. I want this. This is great. I don't want to have a business, but I just want to do my skincare, or I want to do the Thrive experience. The cool part about that is that you refer to people who are tired, worn out, exhausted, or you refer to people that want CBD skincare, one of each. You get the average of those 2 people in free dollars in products. So for example, let's say somebody spent $200 and then somebody spent $150, and they were, let's just say they were Sharpies, they were your referrals, then you would get $175, the average of those 2 in free product. And you can do whatever you want with them. And that part is really cool, because to be able to get to feel that good, or to have that, your skincare sort of paid for each and every month is, I don't know any other company that offers referrals that way. And it's not 2 new friends every month. As long as they're thriving with the skincare or with the nutrition, then you get yours for free. And they can get theirs for free also. We help them the same way.
Okay. Somebody did ask me, can you get the serum by itself? It just comes in the package, right?
Can you get the what by itself?
The serum, the second step.
Yeah.
Comes in the package.
It's just right now, I do know that they will eventually have them separate, but it is so critical when you're launching a brand that because if you just use the serum, you're not going to get the same results as if you use the whole thing. I mean,
Right.
so they are the before and after pictures when you're launching this sort of like large brand on a big scale like this. It's so important that they will not sell it separate right now. I do think that is coming. I don't know when, but I do believe that will happen because you will use this. You will not use as much of this on the peel, which is why I really use it on my stretch marks. And I use it like I showed y'all a picture of the feet, like scaly sort of feet or scaly hands. It's really great for that too. So a lot of people will use it in different body parts because, this is a little extra. This set is our retail price is $150, which is very, very reasonable. One for CBD, but just for skincare in general. And it'll last you 6 to 8 weeks if you're using it on your face, neck, and décolleté. But if you use it other places, it may be, 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay. Bree, you got any questions?
No, I'm trying to think of something, but no.
Karen, do you want me to go into it all, like the benefits from like having your own like business with the car and the vacations and stuff? Do you want me to share any of that?
Might as well, because then anybody want to play it back and they get the whole gist all together.
Okay. So you guys, our company, like I said, it's a cloud-based company, so it's free. If you decide like, hey, I want to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, you can do that. It actually does not take a ton of effort to generate that income. You got to put a little bit of effort in on a regular basis, but it doesn't take that much. If you want to make $5, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a week, this is a vehicle that can get you there also. So we have people that are on the spectrum, whether it's supplemental income, replacement income, or time, freedom money income, right? You can will this business, which is incredible. You can, will it to a child or to a family member in case, you just never know, right? But I love that. It's cloud-based. So I've been a part of the company for 4 years. I've never given them a penny. I've gotten a free website. I've gotten free training. The only thing I've ever paid for are personal products that I use or products that I use for demonstrations or if I'm gifting something to someone. So I love that aspect of it. So the very first month, and this month is a little bit special, and especially if somebody's like, this sounds just like what I need. This is a great fit for me. And you are like ready to lace up some running shoes. We're there to help you. We have lots of people who have those shoes on, and we have a lot of amazing training and leaders. But in normal land, your first 2 weeks, you can earn up to $1,320 on $1,600 in orders. And so that's a great amount if you look at the percentages for bonuses. This month, that actually is an extra. The very first bonus is $800 in sales, and you actually earn $990. So it's like, I don't know, 125% commission. And then you do that twice. So that's just good for the month of September. And I will say, since I've been with the company for a while now, they usually do things like this and really try to get newer people and exciting when we're about to launch something big. And we do know we're launching something, Thrive Sculpt, which is another topic for another day. But it is an amazing nutrition product that we'll be launching in October. So they try to get newer people in when we are getting ready to launch something big. So the next bonus is the iPad bonus, and that's when you hit the first rank of the company in the first 30 days. It's $400, $399. And this month specific, if you hit that first rank, $4,000 in online orders. Now that's between you and your team, right? So let's say that you're like, I'm going to do this, and I've got 2 girlfriends, 2 friends that I work with, 2 guy friends that want to do it with me, nutrition or skin or both, it doesn't matter. And you hit $4,000 in order, they're going to give you $2,000 back. So if you earn all those bonuses, you guys, it's $4,300 and a little bit more than that on $4,000 in orders. And $4,000 in orders is not that hard to do. It does take, talking, it takes sharing the product. The next thing that you can earn, and this is again normal land, this is not just September, is you hit the second rank of the company, you earn a car. And what's really cool about that is why they do that is because car payments are generally people's second largest payment next to their mortgage or their rent. And so they figure if they can take that off the plate for people and really, really help them. And I love it because you have options. You can take $300 a month for whatever car you drive. If you drive, a minivan or a Honda or something that you love, you take your $300. If you want to purchase a car that's one of their cars, which is a Cadillac, a Lexus, a Mercedes, a BMW, an Audi, or a Tesla, it has to be black or white. It has to be 5 years or newer. They give you $800 a month for the car. And then when you hit the third rank of the company, and you have to have some customers on board, then you get $1,600 a month. And here's the cool thing, you guys, depending on your living situation, if you have someone that lives with you, if you're married, or you have, a companion and you live together, you can have 2 businesses per house. So I'll give you an example. I earned a car in 32 days, which sounds crazy, I know, but it happens. And I'm not like anything special. There's a lot of people who did it a lot quicker than that. But I got to work. I started sharing what the product did for me. We didn't even have skincare then. I just started sharing my story. And so I took the money for a while because I didn't need a car. I was still working in my corporate America job. And but then when my husband needed a car, we bought him a car. So, and then we earned his a car. So we've had Lavelle cars now. I added it up the other day. It's over $80,000 that they've paid just for our cars. And I'm on my second Cadillac Escalade, which is an amazing vehicle to drive. And he's on his second BMW. So we would definitely we would never be able to afford to drive those sort of cars. If they weren't paying for them. So, and the last thing that I will share about the business as far as the benefit goes is vacations. I don't know if y'all love to travel or not, but I do. I know I do. We have 3 earned vacations every single year, and usually it depends on which vacation, but most of the vacations, every level gets to earn. So if you're brand new, like we had someone that just came on in June, we were earning Jamaica. We're going to Jamaica next month. We were earning June, July, and August, and she came on like May 20th or something, and she earned it. She gets to take a guest. And so this year they were Punta Cana, Dominican Republic in February, Colorado, and that was just for the 2 top ranks. That's the first time they've ever done that. And then Jamaica is coming up in. But we've gone to places like, usually there's 2 international and 1 domestic trip a year. So lots of perks. That's what actually got me to say yes, was the vacations, because I like to travel. So,
me too.
Yeah. And it's not like work. You don't work when you get there. Like they do one sort of like party and they talk about the new products for like 15 or 20 minutes and they, but everything is paid for. It's all inclusive. Your food's paid for. Last time they sent us to the spa, they gave us $500 each to spend at the spa. It's just really, really top notch, and you just do what you want to do. My husband's gone with me some. I've taken girlfriends on some. So you're not like in meetings. It's like a true vacation. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Talk about like the event that we were at, the Southern Women's Conference.
Oh, okay. Yes. Like what we were doing there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the Southern Women's Conference, it's actually our 3rd one that we've gone to. We went to the one in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then we went to this one in Charlotte. And in 3 weeks, I'm flying to Orlando to go to that one. But basically, we just set up a booth, and people came in, and we actually had the skincare out to demo. And so people got to see the results, because that's the cool thing about the skincare is that you see results the very first time. Everybody's going to see this dead skin coming off. It doesn't, even after I had a hydrofacial, I did it a few days later. I still had it coming off, because it's constantly, it's constantly rebuilding. It's constantly there. So we were demoing this, which was a lot of fun. We had a nice wheel there that you could spin, and you could, have giveaways. We have protein bars that we were sampling. We also had all of our nutrition line out, and, people able to get educated about that. But it's a lot of fun because it is something so new. People are not really educated about CBD oil, but it's such a unique thing to have it in skincare that it was really there to get education. And we had so many people. I don't even know how many people we had that were interested, and nobody's ever heard of it because, that was our first show. The one in Raleigh, we didn't have the skincare yet. So it was really, really cool to do. And people are like, wow, I can really see that. And I think those of you who are in the skincare, you're an esthetician and those things, you're going to be incredibly impressed with what CBD oil can do for your skin. So.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Well, so I will tell you guys, we have, the company is offering anybody who wants to, experience it for yourself, or maybe you're like, okay, this sounds like so good. It sounds too good to be true. And you have some more questions, or you want to talk one-on-one, with Ashley, Karen, and I. We certainly can do that if you are like, okay, well, how does this fit into my life? And you don't want to talk on this sort of, or if you're watching the replay, just let us know, because the company is giving you $25 off, $25 off every single new person. So if this is even you and you're like, hey, I want to do this, but I need to get 2 referrals, or I want to do this and I want to earn that $4,000, just know everyone that you talk to gets $25 off also. So that part is really, really, really cool, because that's not normal. That's just a September special the company's doing.
Cool.
Perfect.
Shapari?
Yes, ma'am.
Got any questions?
No, I'm thinking.
You thinking?
I see you in deep thought. That's why I'm just like, I know you're going to say something.
She's got her wheels turning over there. And the thing I'd leave you guys with is, everybody's skeptical. I mean, especially maybe not as much from the skincare side of things, but from the nutrition side of things, but even from the company side of things. Know that it's okay. Like, oftentimes I always tell people, when something sounds too good to be true, oftentimes it really is. This is not. It's one of those things that, I know Karen probably felt that way. And, I always tell people that I personally know, you just have to trust me. You have to trust me for 30 days. That's what I did when my friend introduced me to the product line. That's what Karen has done. And that is it, because the nutrition will physically impact your life within the first 10 to 14 days that you're on it. The CBD skincare is, depending on what you have going on, you're gonna love the way that it feels. And if you have those sort of problem areas, it's going to impact that too. The company is life-changing. I mean, if you really pour everything into it, we have an amazing group of men and women that, are just so much fun and really support each other. And Karen, I'll send you the info for our team huddle. And if anybody is interested in the business, we do a team huddle on Sunday nights at 8:30. So in about 40 minutes, I would invite you to be a fly on the wall. Just be a guest, be a fly on the wall, see how we interact. On Sunday nights, we sort of do just a sesh to really get prepared for the week and sort of get, our mindset right, so we can make sure that we're serving others. And that's really what we are doing in this is how can we help other people. So I always thought, I go back to when I decided to do this, I thought, what do I have to lose? I'm either going to like it or I'm not. I'm going to give it a shot. It may just change my life. And it did. It actually brought me home from working in pharmaceuticals. I was gone a lot. I worked 50 to 60 hours a week, and I had 2 young daughters, and I loved what I did, but I certainly didn't want to be out of the house, and I had someone else helping me raise my kids. And as a mom, that didn't feel real great all the time. And so it's allowed me to be home and still be able to help other people and give to other people, because that's really where my heart is. But it's allowed me to pick my kids up, and it's allowed me to structure my day how I want it, not how somebody else tells me that I need to have it. And it took 13 months for me to really build my side hustle business to replace my income. But now it has not only replaced it, but it's really provided other options for our family, which it can be that for everyone. So the options are definitely there for people to have. So that's what I would leave you with.
Okay.
All right. Well, I will upload the recording, and I'll upload it to YouTube, Karen, and I'll send it over to you. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. And if you have any questions at all, you guys, and we don't even have to get on the Zoom. We can chat through text or Facebook message or anything like that. We're definitely happy to, and if this is not something that you're like, this isn't for me, the timing's not right now, maybe someone that it is, that you could refer to Karen, and she definitely can get them hooked up. So, Ashley, any closing thoughts?
Not at all. I think you covered it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks for hopping on. Bye-bye.